What's up, everybody? Y'all already know what time it is. It's another episode of Culture Minute, and you already know we got the hottest topics of the week coming to you right now. I am Gentel, Sharrie.
I'm Sarina, Renee, the one-stop shop.
And it's your boy, King Jaquel Martin, actor, director, motivational speaker. We in the building. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, we in the building. And also, it's been breaking internet topics this past week.
Yeah.
And the results are in. The results are in for Diddy. And the lie detector test said, Diddy, you are a lie.
Sean Diddy Combs is saying he's sorry 2 days after a video exclusively obtained by CNN shows him beating Cassie Ventura inside a hotel in 2016. And we do want to warn you that this video is disturbing. Combs is seen shoving, kicking, and dragging his then girlfriend down the hallway. And now he's posted an apology on Instagram. CNN's Veronica Miracle joins me now. And Veronica, that video is so disturbing. And now this apology. What's he saying?
Yeah, Jessica, it is very difficult to watch. We are actually going to go through it and show our viewers what he is apologizing for. But today, Sean Combs says he is disgusted by his actions and that he is trying to become a better man. We'll get to his full apology, but we want to take a look at the very difficult to watch surveillance video, which is dated back from March 2016, exclusively obtained by CNN, showing different angles from the Intercontinental Hotel, where it appears to show Sean Combs throwing Cassie Ventura to the ground, kicking her several times. He drags her later in the video, and at one point he appears to throw what looks like vases at her. Now, this apology video that he posted today is the first time that he has acknowledged this event. In fact, he has repeatedly denied allegations of assault from Cassie Ventura, which is now the basis of a settled federal lawsuit.
It's so difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life. Sometimes you gotta do that. I was fucked up. I hit rock bottom. But I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now. I went and I sought out professional help. I had to go into therapy and go into rehab. Had to ask God for his mercy and grace. I'm so sorry. But I'm committed to be a better man each and every day. I'm not asking for forgiveness. Truly sorry.
He came out a couple weeks saying the allegations that people are saying about him, including Cassie, were fake. Some celebrities were on his side saying, yeah, we believe Diddy. Some people were like, he did that shit. So the video appears from CNN, miraculously, from 2016 of him beating, assaulting Cassie in the hotel hallway. Now, word on the street is he paid one of the hotel employees $50,000 for the video not to come out. You will see him literally coming behind. First of all, he runs down the hallway in a towel. So it seems like she was like sneaking out while he was either in bed or taking a shower. When she was coming down the hallway, she had no shoes on. So she was frantic. She was really trying to escape. She was putting on her shoes, waiting on the elevator, and all you see is Diddy running down the hall and hitting her in the back of the head. Then she falls to the ground. She lays on the ground like this is normal because she doesn't fight back. You could just see that like she is just soulless. Like everything is just, it's just really sad. Then he hits her, stomps on her, throws things at her. And I just don't understand. People are like, well, maybe she did something to make him mad. You should never, ever do that. Ever. That's unacceptable. Diddy, you are canceled. What do you guys think about this?
Of course he's canceled. First and foremost, Diddy should have been canceled a long time ago when this whole situation came out. It's unfortunate that people are being vocal now because of the video and things like that. And my my opinion is when someone comes out about a domestic violence situation and they're the victim or the survivor, why is it so hard for people to believe them in the first place? Why do you have to victimize the victim? That part I would never understand. And then when evidence comes out that they're backing up what they're saying, now you're sorry, you're looking stupid in the face. You understand? I don't understand that. So at the end of the day, Diddy knew he was wrong. This is the part that I cannot wrap my head around. You knew your ass was wrong. You knew that you was not innocent. You knew that there was a tape that was out. You knew the feds raided your house, and there's a chance that that tape would have got out, and you still had allowed your son to do a diss track against 50 Cent? Against one of the most pettiest men in hip hop. Are you stupid or are you dumb? So not only did you have your son defending you, you have people like Mary J. Blige that haven't spoke up. So to me, you guilty by association.
DJ Khaled.
DJ Khaled, Naomi Campbell. Why aren't y'all saying anything? Lil' Kim was saying stuff way back then, but ain't nobody, believed her, or they just washed it under the rug, And I saw an interview with one of Diddy's security guards, and he was like, oh yeah, Diddy not only beat Cassie, this is not his first time doing that. I saw him beat Cassie, I saw him beat Kim Porter. A lot of people are like, why haven't you said anything? This is my first time hearing from this guy, but apparently as I kept reading the comments, he's been talking about stuff over and over again over the years, but the media swept it under the rug, right? So is Diddy paying off these media companies to keep that stuff under the rug? One thing I noticed that the Bible says, what is it to gain the world and to lose your soul? You gain the whole entire world. You are a billionaire. You have it all. And you use your power to manipulate, to abuse, to drug people. Allegedly. And I'm pretty sure it's not just women, people, men and women, from the allegation. And I feel so horrible. And let me tell you why I feel horrible. Because at one point I looked up to Diddy because of the mogul that he was in the hip hop industry, because of how hard of a worker he was, how he started from nothing and became this big giant in the industry, right? At one point, I applied to work with him. And I feel bad because I'm like, dang, this is somebody that I wanted to work with? That's fucked up on so many levels. And everybody that had saw what Diddy did, swept it under the rug, Stevie J, him and his little Creek Squad. You remember they had a little group called Creek Squad, right? I wonder why they call it Creek Squad. It all makes sense now. You was riding Diddy's D. Talking about my homeboy. You all in Miami. That's my homeboy. That's this, that's that. But nigga, you silent right now. Where you at, Steve? Where you at? You all in the gym, like you 20-something years old, flexing, trying to go after 50 Cent, knowing that your ass wrong too, knowing you probably had something to do with it, knowing Diddy probably got something on you, probably got some videos of you, and you doing all that, but you quiet? Okay. I'll let you take it from here, King.
I think part of the issue is we all used to idolize Diddy, right? From him growing up, from him creating Bad Boy. I got an analogy for y'all that I think might be a little crazy, but I want to know how y'all feel. Because, Kanye did an interview and he called Diddy, working with the feds, working part of the CIA, right?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all remember Snowfall?
Yes. The
TV show, Snowfall.
Yeah.
Do y'all remember Franklin's character?
Yeah.
And how Franklin got away with everything because he had people that he was working for until Franklin got too big for himself and they had to bring him back down to size. And he could never escape the game no matter how much he tried to make the game clean. It always brought him back down into that sunken place. I feel like Diddy is Franklin. I feel like they've been had that tape. I don't think it was breaking news. I think it was something that they used to break him because he got too big. He had a lawsuit. You got corporations tied into this. But I think the thing that Diddy was so smart about, allegedly, is he recorded everybody. And I think that's the reason why he's not in jail. I think the videos and the information that he has on people and all the things that were done in the dark, people don't want to get exposed. So that's why you don't hear a lot of people stepping up to the plate saying something. That's why you don't hear a lot of corporations saying something, because there's a money trail behind everything. In any major crime, you got to follow the money. So you have people like Ciroc, you had Revolt, you had all these different corporations that's tied to Diddy. Well, did you know what he was doing? And if you did, what happens if he exposes it? All the celebrities, all these so-called superstars that people praise, if their secrets really got out, Jay-Z, Beyonce, people that are at the party, because Jay-Z, him and Diddy was, you know what I'm saying? Every party, you see him and Diddy together. I ain't heard from Jay-Z at all. But there's a reason for that, because if I was Jay and I was doing dirt, I wouldn't say anything either. You feel me? Because then you're telling on yourself, almost kind of like Diddy's son did when he dropped the tape. And the wrong person that you want to taunt, forget 50, right? Green Light Gang, shout out to you, my boy. You wanna taunt the feds? That is the dumbest. Then you're gonna say, oh, well, they searched the wrong house, kind of like Ozarks were in the house right next door. And then they talk about the tunnels. Well, here's my thing. We doing all this talking about Diddy, right?
Yeah.
I think Diddy is the scapegoat for the Hillary Clinton emails. Because we ain't talking about the Hillary Clinton emails when all those names were supposed to be getting exposed, right? We're not talking about Epstein Island the same way we're talking about Diddy. And Diddy's conversation is super important, but I'm saying let's not have such a short attention spans where we only focus on Diddy and we don't know what them names, all them names from them emails from Hillary. I need those names. We need those names.
Selective outrage.
We need those names. You know what I mean? I think, like Cat Williams said, a lot of truth was going to be exposed.
Yeah, it's selective outrage. And to your point, when King Combs, his dumb ass, talk about, oh, y'all missed the wrong house, it's the house next door. So my thing is, did the feds pick up on that and go to the house next door and find this tape? Because obviously Diddy had this in his archives somewhere.
Right. It definitely
keeping the tape.
But no, it definitely got picked up during the raid. Like for sure. Like, I mean, they raided both of his house in Los Angeles and Miami. The tape got picked up there. It's been there since 2016 in his archives. I mean, they put everybody in handcuffs. So they made sure they got everything. I don't think that it was in the feds' hands, because I feel like if it was, we would have been saw it. I mean,
why? When he a small fish? Diddy not the big fish. I don't think Diddy's the big fish, personally. I think
but I think that it's his time. He's been doing too much, and what's done in the dark comes to light. I feel like Cassie finally got to a spot where she could finally tell her truth. Sometimes you can't do it right away.
Yeah.
But it will reveal itself. She probably saw how Kim Porter moved, and she saw the things Kim Porter may have did that got her, unfortunately, this is all allegedly, speculations, but maybe she saw what happened. She was like, I can't move like this. I need to move like this. And it was a domino effect.
But this is why I say small fish, because you have Universal. Look at the major corporations that's behind them. Look at Lucian. Look at the names attached to Diddy. Somebody had to put Diddy in the position that he's in, right? So if I'm going after everybody, then I'm going to go after everyone.
But
right?
also, I think what it really is, I think that's a lot of conspiracy, but we really have to hold Diddy accountable. He's been mean as fuck.
I'm holding him accountable.
He's been doing shit since we've been seeing him on Making the Band. Like, I do believe someone's trying to put him out there, but I mean, he's done so much stuff. It's bound for him to come out.
That's why I call Diddy Franklin. That's why I call Diddy Franklin. Everything that he's done, allegedly, or whatever he did, he deserves You know what I'm saying? Whatever sentence comes with that. And in the apology, you can't say you did self-work and you went to therapy, but then you say you weren't guilty and then you come back and lie and then you come back and apologize, because none of that goes together. Whoever was on your PR team set you up for failure, my boy. They set you up for failure.
I think he sets himself up for failure because he's so like, I am like Kanye, when Kanye's like, I'm not listening to nobody. Diddy's probably like, this is what I'm going to do. And this is what it is. Diddy don't listen to nobody. Like, let's be
before the apology, though. I'm talking about the apology.
Yeah, I think I don't think someone. I think Diddy did that. I think Diddy.
What I'm saying is, I don't feel like Diddy actually really meant that. I know in the court paperwork you can't say Cassie's name, right?
Yeah, I don't think he meant the apology.
Yeah, it's different ways that you can say you apologize to a person without saying their name. He could have been like the person that's in the video. I apologize to her.
Thank you.
The person that filed the charges against me and won the lawsuit, I apologize. I am not at liberty right now to say her name due to the lawsuit, but I take full responsibility. I take full responsibility for lying, saying that.
How about sorry to other people who have actually been through this situation, through domestic violence and the trigger that comes with that?
Right. Right. And then to your point that you said earlier, King, you know, about her coming out, right? And then Gentel was like, sometimes you cannot come out right away. You have to do it strategically. And she probably looked at Kim Porter and how she was moving. I totally get that, you know, because at the end of the day, you have to realize Cassie pretty much got rescued by her husband. It probably took her a very long time to trust somebody else as a male figure in her life, right? And he probably helped her navigate through this situation to say, hey, you can't be quiet anymore. I know this hurts you. I know you want to say something. This is how we're going to do it. We're going to do it right. We're going to have the right legal team. And I feel like her husband was her backbone in this situation, and he helped her.
Hey, I'm going to ask a dangerous question that ain't nobody asked. Allegedly, speculation, conspiracy theory. What happens when the bodies start to turn up?
What body?
Well, they're about to turn up for sure. But before we talk about the bodies, I just want to say this about Cassie's husband, Alex Fine. You know, he was working like with Diddy with training and stuff. So that's how him and Cassie met. And I really feel like that Alex saw Diddy being abusive to Cassie. I feel like he probably experienced that, and that's how they probably got close. That's just my speculation. But I do think, King, to your point, that the bodies are going to come up. They're about to reopen this Kim Porter case, and things are really about to just fall how they did for R. Kelly.
And before we change the subject, I do want to shout out Cassie for being strong enough, for being a martyr for women that has been through this situation, because it does take a lot of bravery that you've been through, you know, to step up to say something like that against a billionaire, against a person who has corporations and who is beloved. Why would anybody believe you? So shout out to you for your bravery to step up and create the change we want, because in order to create the change, someone has to pay the price. I'm sorry that you paid that price, but I'm so grateful to you that you stepped up, because you are an inspiration to so many other women that will come out. I see this being like another Me Too type of movement, but men. I said this in the comment section because your comment went viral, Sarina. What I said was that what's done in the dark comes to the light. And I understand a mother's love. But, however, a father's love, a father's protection, a father's discipline and boundaries is so important so we can protect our children from these type of situations. Is so important. So I challenge real men to step up to the plate and be real men and give your child guidance. Have respect for women. You know what I mean? We have to do better. We have to be accountable. And if we see one of our brothers out of line, bro, we got to check stuff like that. Even if we pull people off to the side, I know sometimes we don't want to get people business because it ain't our business, but right is right and wrong is wrong. And if you can do something to make sure that you're protecting somebody to keep people safe the right way, because sometimes all it takes is a conversation or, hey, bro, that ain't cool. Hey, you know what I mean? Us just being men to each other and holding us accountable. If that's what it takes, then that's what we should be doing in the first place. Because as men, we're supposed to be the protector. So let's do our job and protect.
Absolutely. And I want to say this point too. I know you talked about, how being a strong woman and things of that nature. And I remember I was listening to Diddy's ex-security guard, and he said at some point when he saw Diddy beating on Kim Porter started fighting back because she remembered who she was before she met him, right? And I want to point out that Cassie showed nothing but strength in this whole situation, right? Because, yeah, you went through what you went through, but you came out and was like, listen, I'm no longer going to be a victim. I am a survivor. And she showed her strength in that aspect. Now, one thing I would say is a lot of men, they're attracted to strong women. And what they do once they get strong women, they want to break them down to their lowest and abuse them, manipulate them, all type of things. And then when shit hit the fan and that person is no longer with you no more, and the woman realized, I was that bitch before I even met you, and they start getting that strength back, that's a dangerous thing for you, sir. Believe that. Believe it. Because the same situation happened to me.
It's sad that you even have to experience that. Like, y'all remember the Ray Rice situation? When Ray Rice beat up his girl in the elevator and was just dragging her body like that? That Diddy situation so reminded me of the Ray Rice situation. It's ridiculous. And for anybody in the comment section that's making an excuse for a woman to be slammed on the ground, stepped on, kicked, having glass vases thrown at her, bro, you weak as fuck for that.
No, for real. And it's crazy because, you can always see like your mutual friends that you follow and people who like photos or videos. I saw a lot of people I knew, a few select people actually liked and comment, like put like maybe hearts or like supporting things underneath Diddy's apology video. And I thought that was just a little strange to me because I don't understand if they're supporting him or if they're, is that support? Like, I don't know. I'm like, how? I mean, he literally drugged this girl and she was defenseless. Like, she didn't even fight back. Like, she did not fight back. Like, even if she did like the worst possible thing, you should never beat up somebody like that and they're defenseless. Like, just leave them alone. Be like, okay, skip you, on to the next. Like, we just not going to do this no more. But he basically did hold her captive because she was trying to get away. Like, he kidnapped her in that hallway.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? Yeah. The fruit don't fall that far from the tree because they have audio tape of his son trying to drug a young lady on the boat. Diddy's son, where he was forcing the girl to take a shot. And she was like, are you trying to drug me? I don't want to take the shot. She was like, well, I'll drink if you drink. He was like, no, I ain't going to drink that, but you going to drink. So he was forcing her to take a shot. He was forcing her to drink on the boat to drug her.
Wow.
But it's all over the news. It's all over the tapes or whatever else. So it's sad that that's being passed down. You know what I mean?
Because they probably think it's normal. Not normal, but like if they see their dad doing so many things, you're going to think, I can do that too. Like, it's okay. Especially because Diddy at one point had power, top of the world. Like, how can you have that much power and be so evil?
Look at America. That is crazy. But they're also talking about taking the keys of the city back from New York. For the first time ever talking about taking the keys. Well, they need to go discuss it and look over the analytics.
They don't need to discuss nothing.
They should have been did that.
That's what they're stating. They need
Why would you have an abuser, a person who assault? Well, you know what? Like you said, King, it's America. Why would you have Donald Trump, who has criminal charges, still running for president of the United States? It's America. You literally can low-key do anything at this point. It is a country.
Did he say grab him by the pussy?
Yeah, he did. And Amber Rose sitting there taking a picture with her, and then she's a feminist. I'm like, make it make sense, sis. You just put yourself 10 years back out of all the work you wanted to do. You know what I mean? And then going back to your point, King, I forgot your name for a minute. You talked about Ray Rice, and Janae Rice is a good friend of mine. And every time that topic comes up, it tugs at my heart. Me and Janae, we were actually on a panel together at the Women of the NFL conference in Atlanta in 2000, I want to say 18 or 19, one of those. And we talked about the domestic violence situation, and one thing that, I don't want to really speak on exactly what she said, because a lot of people are not going to like what she said. Some people might understand. But at the end of the day, they worked it out. They're married still. And, you know, they went through counseling. Ray has been doing a lot of stuff with domestic violence or whatever. It was a sticky situation sitting on the panel with her, you know, and hearing some of the stuff that she said. But everybody's situation is different.
Right. And shout out to the Rices for being able to find a resolution and work it out and move forward. I'm not saying bad things don't happen, right?
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure the difference in this situation with Ray was he's probably super genuine with really wanting his marriage to make it work. And he, you know what I'm saying? And really owning it instead of lying and then all the other stuff. And then actually really putting in the work to win her heart all over again. You know what I mean? So
Well,
I'm not going to blame nobody.
People don't know, and she said this, you know, what people don't know is she was beating on him first.
Yeah, see?
You know what I'm saying? And he just reacted. That still don't make it right. You know, but every time that conversation comes up, it's like, dang, those my people. So like, what am I supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? They worked it out.
I don't believe nobody has the right to put their hands on nobody.
That again?
Yeah.
I don't believe nobody has the right to put their hands
on nobody. Yeah, I me personally, I wouldn't still be in a relationship like that. But I'm glad that they did what they did. But it's just, I just wanted to point that out because if, you know, this is gonna air, and those my people, man. Like,
shout out to the Rices. Much love for y'all. Wishing y'all nothing but the best. You know what I mean? It was a sad when it happened, but the fact that you guys can overcome it, I mean, I think that's pretty dope if you guys were actually able to talk about it. You feel me? To show an example of, hey, there is light after the darkness. You know what I mean? And everybody's situation is different. And then you guys had a beautiful ending to a horrible situation. So we commend y'all. Shout out to y'all. Much love to y'all.
Yeah. And shout out to Ray for, you know, not victimizing the situation either. He actually started doing stuff with domestic violence women. He also went to therapy and he did the right, you know, protocols or whatever. That was his first offense. You know, it ain't right. It wasn't right for her to hit him either. But, you know, I don't even know how to end this, but I just want to say.
Hey, look, honestly, I really feel like some corporations is finna go down. Not just from Diddy, but with Drake's situation. Drake just signed a $400 million contract. A lot of corporations don't want to be named. But if I got you on video, you can't lie. So they are on a witch hunt for these videos because they face, and they're on a witch hunt for these videos because they were doing some things they didn't have no business doing. They blocked Sounds of Freedom for a reason. If y'all never seen Sounds of Freedom, it's a movie. It's about trafficking children. And people are actually doing sex trafficking, which is possibly one of the charges. Allegedly, he's not guilty for it yet, but allegedly that's what was happening as well. Then we're going to see a lot of people go down. There's going to be a lot of things going down, and don't be surprised.
Yeah.
A lot of people are about to go down. And if they had that video from 2016 of Diddy and Cassie, it's no telling what other case they had, and they're just not releasing it because they could be saving it for court.
Well, yeah, they're saving it because they have a 98.9 conviction rate. If I'm saying it right, quote me if I'm wrong. But bro, when the feds come after you like that and they're raiding 3 places, it's not for domestic violence. I promise you it's not for domestic violence. It's for way bigger than that. And the only reason why he's still walking around right now is because statute of limitations. I would show it too with the statute of limitations. Bad boy. Bad boy. You feel me? You know, so now what's that going to do? That's going to sway the public because we're all like, hell no, Cassie, 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 right? And so in the court of law, where you already have the public opinion that's going to be on Cassie's side, right? But now we're going to go for the nuts and the bolts. No Diddy, pause. We're going to go for the sex trafficking, the bodies, the everything else that's in that document. It's way bigger than that. And if you're a corporation tied to it, you better say something before they say something to you.
Yeah. Let me ask y'all a question before we move on to the next topic. You know how the Los Angeles Sheriff's Department said, oh, we can't do anything because of statute of limitations, right?
Yep.
He came out with a video literally stating that's him. Literally stating that he did this shit, right? So my question is, okay, there's a statute of limitations, but if you admit fault to a crime, is that statute of limitation lifted at that point?
I don't think so. But here's my question with the statute of limitations: how come you don't arrest Diddy, but you arrested Bill Cosby?
Right.
Because it's-
Well, also,
But I know different states have different laws, right? Is it
Yeah.
because of the different state with the law?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
yeah, and also people are saying the reason why he's not getting arrested too is because they settled.
Oh yeah.
No, it ain't got nothing to do with it. It's the law. And to your point, Gentel, I think in New York he still have cases that's pending. So those cases in New York probably pin him in jail. So he can't get away with nothing. Yeah, he got away with the one with Cassie, but he ain't finna get away with nothing.
Right.
So
They got more allegations on him.
Right. Oh,
you was referring to Sarina. His name is Gene. You was referring to Gene, his ex-security guard that has been.
Yeah. And let me ask you a question too. So you remember the girl that came after Cassie? I can't remember her name. She was on Tasha K's show, and she was talking about how
Jaguar.
Cassie, what's her name?
About Jaguar, who's been doing all the interviews.
Not her.
Is she like a Asian girl?
Yeah.
I remember she was talking about how Diddy like beat her up too.
Yeah. So I wonder if her situation has statute of limitation. You know what I'm saying? Because what can happen is
it'll open up everything else.
Yep. Everybody is coming out, right?
Yeah.
So the feds, the law, they can be like, you know what? We can offer these people $100,000 to go ahead and put a case against him because it's under the statute of limitations. We're gonna get this nigga any type of way we can.
Yeah.
That's what
I think Diddy the bait for the big fish. I think Diddy the bait. Don't get me wrong, Diddy is a big fish, but people had to put Diddy in the position that Diddy's in, right? And so if Diddy is throwing parties, which he's known for throwing parties, imagine how many celebrities and superstars that go to these parties. Like William said, you got to say no.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that didn't say no. And that is going to be revealed. A lot of that grooming, allegedly grooming people like Usher, Justin Bieber, and other so many names or whatever else, allegedly, Jaden Smith, a lot of things will come to the light. You feel me? A lot of things. And shout out to Jaguar because she's been on it for a while too, talking about it.
Yeah. And then it's crazy because like last year, last year on Halloween, I was in Hollywood and I was at a mansion party. And guess who had a Halloween party next to the house that we were at? Diddy. And it was so crazy because you had people coming over to our house, like celebrities coming over to our house. It's like, oh, well, this is the Diddy party. It was like, no, that's next door. And then people was like, oh, we would Coral Ray camp. No, that's next door. So it was crazy because to see those type of people, I ain't gonna name everybody that I saw that came to the house by mistake, but you know, it was just interesting.
And I will say this with the Diddy parties. A lot of people did go to the Diddy parties, but you have to also think every party that Diddy did throw, I'm not like saying sides, but I'm just saying for the people who did go that are innocent, they weren't always the freak offs. You know what I'm saying? Like the freak offs happened after, like when people left. So it was very corporate, you know, it was very corporate, you know, the regular Diddy parties. But then when it was the freak offs, that's when, you know, the freaks come out at night, and then the regular people, they leave. But
excuse me, they know about the freak offs, right? People know. But they still show up to the party. I'm not saying they all participated.
But not everybody is going to know about the freak offs. Like if I go to a Diddy party and I'm not an A-list celebrity yet, but I go and I just go for the regular party, I'm not going to really know about the freak offs.
I don't know.
Celebrities probably don't even know either because like they said, oh, LeBron was there. You think Savannah gonna allow that nigga to be at a Diddy party and come home?
I don't know nobody's business. I ain't judging nobody, but they said they've been knew R. Kelly was doing what he was doing for a long time. Nobody's surprised. And right now you got a lot of people coming out saying they've been knew what Diddy was doing for a long time. That brother love been loving on brothers a long time.
But not everybody knew, but not everybody knew what he was doing or was a part of it, because some people probably just went to the party.
I'm not saying everybody was in the freak off. I'm just saying people had to have knowledge about the after hours to just say, yo, it's my time to go because I know it's about to go.
I feel like some people did, but I'm not going to say everybody had knowledge of it because Diddy has to also keep the freak offs a secret. Like it has to also be low-key confidentiality, or it would have been came out a long time ago. Like we would have been known about all this stuff. So I do feel like there was genuinely some people that were probably there that honestly did not know about the freak offs. Because let me just give you a prime example. Like I said, I've never been to a Diddy party, but I do have pictures with Diddy from when I first moved to LA. I'm pretty sure if I deleted them because I ain't got time for nobody to be like, I went to the freak off because I'm staying up here with Diddy. You know what I'm saying? Like just because like you're by Diddy or, you know, you see a picture, I'm not really associated. And I think that's why we also have to stop idolizing these celebrities, because every celebrity that we see that's popping really ain't
popping.
I'm not saying everybody guilty. You feel me? I'm not saying everybody guilty. You got good people. People go out and party all the time. I party. You feel me? So what I'm saying is, yo, you just got to be careful. And you just got to be aware. Like I swear to God, and I don't know where this idea came from. I just really feel like Diddy is Franklin from Snowfall. If you ain't never seen Snowfall, please go watch Snowfall. Please go watch the role of Franklin and how he worked with the CIA, and they let him get away with so much BS until he got too big for himself, and they had to spank him on his hand. They had to reset everything, and then he wound up with nothing at the end of Snowfall.
No, I see your analogy, and I agree with you, King. I do. Yeah. I agree on.
Think about it. It's about to be the downfall of Bad Boy. We know how big Bad Boy was.
I also think that Diddy did this to himself.
Wait. Franklin did it to himself too.
Yeah. But I don't think the feds are the ones that put this stuff out. I think the victims are tired of Diddy getting away with this, and that's how everything's gonna start.
No. What I'm saying is like the corporations are covering it up. People are covering for it. The $50,000 covering the tape and not releasing the tape. People are taking payoffs.
But those weren't the corporations. That wasn't even the law. A person who covered up that tape, which the only reason why I know this is because Lunel just did a podcast on Fox Soul literally before we hopped on here, and she said that Diddy paid just a regular security worker in the office. Like that's not, I don't think that's really like.
I'm saying Lucien, if you look at the documents for the lawsuit, his boss is in it. His assistant is in it. Their names are all in the court paperwork. The music companies are all in the paperwork. That's all in the lawsuit. So they're not in the lawsuit for no reason. They don't want to be. He tried to get his name extracted from the paperwork, but all their names are in this paperwork for a reason. And that's why I'm saying I think Diddy's the pawn, and they going after the big fish, which is all the big names that's still in the paperwork.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. So basically, it's just like, you know, you have a head of HR at your company right now. He on some bullshit. He's been touching women on their butt. Ain't nobody do anything to him. But the victims start coming out. And now, being that the corporation's been sweeping this under the rug for a very long time, you know, now they want to say something.
Yeah, because you know why? You're costing me money. You messing up our bottom line. You messing up our money.
Yeah.
You messing up our money. Diddy, you messing up the money. Because now that everyone's talking about it, nobody want to touch it no more. Nobody want to touch that product. That product used to make money. Now it's not making them no money. No, I invested all this money in you, and now you done fucked up the money.
Yeah, bottom line is Diddy, these people covering up for Diddy, y'all all wrong. And y'all hopefully will all get prosecuted, and you guys will learn y'all's lesson, and hopefully we'll never do this to another soul again, because this is ridiculous. The next topic we have, I got 6 words for y'all. Bleach blonde, bad built, butch body.
America, baby, America.
No, for real, because why would Marjorie Taylor Greene talk about somebody at a House committee meeting with a bunch of people in this, I'm just so confused why I don't know, but I just know Jasmine Crockett came back with a clap back. And like people said, Michelle Obama says, when they go low, we go high. Nah, Jasmine Crockett, we going all the way to hell, because she did that.
I'd like to know if any of the Democrats on this committee are employing Judge Merchan's daughter.
Please tell me what that has to do with Merrick Garland.
Is she a porn star?
Oh, Goldman. That's right. He's advising. Okay.
He's advising who? What? Do you know what we're here for? You know we're here about AG.
I don't think you know what you're here for.
Well, you the one talking about. I guess
I think your fake eyelashes are messing up.
No,
what you're
ain't
reading.
nothing.
Hold on.
Listen.
Order.
Mr. Chairman, that's beneath even the order of your committee.
Order.
I do have a point of order, and I would like to move to take down Ms. Greene's words. That is absolutely unacceptable. How dare you attack the physical appearance of another person?
Are your feelings hurt?
Her words down.
Aw.
Oh, girl, baby girl.
Oh, really?
Don't even play.
Baby girl? I don't think
we are
so.
going to move, and we're going to take your words down.
I second that motion.
So who will have to pay? Okay. Ms. Greene agrees to strike her words.
I believe she
Chair
needs to
recognizes
apologize. No. She needs
Perry.
to apologize.
Okay, hold on. Then after Mr. Perry's going to be recognized, then Ms. Greene
I'm not
has 4 minutes and
apologizing.
21
Well,
seconds.
then
Okay,
you're
reserve
not
the right to
striking your
object.
words.
I am
Mr.
not
Chair,
apologizing.
Now let's go. Come on, guys.
Why don't you debate me?
Mr. Chairman, the
it's
minority.
pretty self-evident.
Chair you're not.
Yeah, you're not.
out of order.
You don't have enough
You're out of order.
intelligence.
Chair recognizes Mr. Perry.
Okay, move to strike
I'd like to
I
strike
move to
those
strike the
words
lady's
as well.
words.
Move to
Move to
strike
strike the
those
lady's
words as well.
words again.
That's 2 requests to strike. That's 2 requests to strike.
Oh, they cannot take the words.
There's another motion to strike her words again. Please
All right.
get
Okay.
your members under
Here's
control.
the correct apology. Ms. Greene, do you agree to unanimous consent to strike your words?
I repeat again for the second time. Yes, I'll strike
right.
my words,
That-
but I'm not
all right.
apologizing.
Without objection. Without
Not
objection.
apologizing.
Chair, 21 seconds.
Mr. Chair, point of order.
Who's
It's me.
Ms. Crockett?
I'm just curious, just to better understand your ruling. If someone on this committee then starts talking about somebody's bleach blonde, bad built butch body, that would not be engaging in personalities, correct?
A what now?
Chairman, I make a motion to strike those words.
I don't think that's
Hold
a
on.
I'm
parliament.
trying to find clarification on what quality.
Chairman,
I didn't-
motion to
I had
strike
no
those
idea
words.
what you just said.
We're not gonna do this. Look, you guys earlier literally just.
You just voted to do it.
Y'all did it first, so you don't
just
want to
voted to do it.
Order.
I'm trying to get
Okay.
clarification.
Look at, calm down.
No, because this
I
is
would
what
like to
y'all
get
do.
through proceedings.
So I'm trying
Hey,
to
Ms.
get
Crockett,
clarification.
you're not
Y'all wanna
recognized.
play
Ms.
games.
I can't hear you with your
And
yelling.
You don't want
Calm
me to
down.
Be,
Can
no,
you please calm down?
Don't tell me to calm down.
Calm down.
Because y'all
Please
talk
calm
noise,
down.
and then you
You're
can't
out of
take
control.
Because if I
Look,
come,
Chairman,
if I
can
come
we
and
send
talk
a
about
break
her,
for 5
y'all
minutes?
gonna have a
Mr.
problem.
Chairman, Mr.
Order.
Chairman.
All right,
Sorry.
Chair.
I don't know why
Okay.
you're
Order.
I stand right behind it. And then I feel like Trump really gets people who is a Republican and who want to like speak on his side to be very vocal and rude and say whatever they want to say because they see that Trump can do that. So that's why I feel like they can do that, because I was so unprofessional. Because if she was Black and she said that to a white woman, they would have just, you know what I'm saying? It would have been a whole different story.
America.
It would have been a whole different story. But also people have to realize Jasmine didn't call her that. She said, what if? I
It was a
said,
question. She formulated it as a question.
blonde, bad, built, butch body. What if?
Yes. She did that. She did that. And you know what's so crazy? All I can think about is how Eric Mays is smiling in heaven. He passed the torch. Do you hear what I'm saying? Because we are tired of our government, you know, feeling as if they can do and say anything to us, people of color, and we have to sit back and not say anything. You understand? The fact that Marjorie was bold enough to sit here and talk about somebody's appearance and then said that she's not going to apologize boldly. She's not going to apologize for the words that was extracted. And the lady that was next to her was like, oh, yeah, we're going to allow this type of behavior. So when the behavior is reciprocated by a person of color, it's like, whoa, 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 whoa. No, see, what you thought was going to happen is I was going to sit my black butt on this bitch and not say nothing to you, but you got nothing coming. Because this is a whole new generation. We ain't tolerating that, you know? And I feel like, to your point, Gentel, yes, Trump he got these people riled up to make them feel like, oh, I can say what I want to say. And it's not going to happen like that. And it's sad that it has to be a black and white thing, but you created that. You created these type of people. You created the people that say, oh, well, it was okay to have an insurrection at the Capitol. It's okay. Those are patriots. But let it have been black people storming the Capitol. Do you know that would have been a bloodbath that day?
Oh, massacre.
Hey, not only did you say, I'm so glad you said that, because the president's granddaughter came up and said something about it. She asked the same question. And you got the same result where he said, man, Lord, what did the president say? Because I don't want to misquote him. Allegedly, he said it would have been a different outcome. And my thing is, why? But we know why. Yeah. So I know we're done with the Diddy segment, but I want to use this as a tie-in for the Diddy segment and this segment.
Oh, no, go ahead, because these are our segments for today.
Yeah, I'm so happy that she stood up for herself, first and foremost, because she was responding. She asked a question and she stayed within the rules, right? Okay, so that's point taken number one. But the reason why she did it was because she was protected by Omar, who happened to be in control of the whole meeting. And when everyone started correcting him, saying, hey, she's breaking the rules, strike it from the record, take this down, he played dumb. He still tried to give her time to talk when her time was taken away from her as soon as she did the insult, because the insult made her comments not and void. But when you're protected, you'll say whatever you want to say. When you're protected, you'll do whatever you want to do.
Facts, because, and you could tell she's been having that on her mind for a while, because it just rolled off her tongue. And my thing is, Jasmine Crockett really composed herself, because she could have went off right then and there, but she did have a moment for everybody to kind of talk, and then she inserted herself after, like you said, the lady was like, no, let's take it off, off the record, all this kind of stuff, like, don't do that. But I like how she handled herself. It was a great clap back. She's going to go down in the history books for sure. And hopefully she runs for a very important position in the future where we can really elect her to make some things happen in America.
Yeah. And one thing I love about it too is, I think her name was AOC or AOS, the lady from Brooklyn. She stepped in and she was like, baby girl, I know she wanted to say some more stuff, but she was like, baby girl, let me tell you something right now. Like,
yes.
When I tell you our government look like a whole Zeus Network reality show right now, it's insane.
Because of Trump. It literally is because of him.
No, it's not. It's because this is how they wrote the rules to America. It ain't for us like that.
It's not for us.
I ain't being racist. I'm just calling it what it is. Have been getting away with this since the beginning of time. I am more than 3/5 of a person, but you still treat me the same way. You still want to talk to me crazy, but you don't want me to respond. It's because when you're protected by the rules and regulations, you will feel like you can get away with anything. That's why the lady, Miss Greene, said that with so much confidence when she talked about her fake eyelash and then said back like she really said something, like she really did something.
Was like,
she wasn't ashamed. She wasn't embarrassed. She said, I ain't apologizing for nothing. Even though she broke the rules, she said in the middle of the court, I ain't apologizing for nothing. Why? Because I am a white woman and your rules don't apply to me. I'll say what I want to say when I want to say it. Suck it up. Too bad. And I'm going to get my time to talk. It's my time to talk. You relieve it to me. It's my time to talk. And she was adamant about her time to talk. Yeah. But this is an example for our people. We got to come together. It can't just be one person. We got to have somebody have that person's back in order for things to change.
Ooh, I wish I was on that bench. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
You see, because when she said, when the sister, look, one second, Gentel, when the sister said it, she didn't get the response. You feel me? Because they was gonna still let Greene speak. But when the lady from New York spoke up too, now two heads are better than one. You feel me? We started getting the change that we want to get. See, when it's not just one person, but it's all of us as a collective, and we start affecting people's pockets, things will start to change. The question is, are you willing to stand up and pay the price for standing up to get the changes you want?
Yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly. But I do feel like a little bit of that ammunition came because of how Trump has been doing things for the last couple of years, because people are bold like that and they do act certain ways towards us for sure. But when have you really seen people throw shots in the house to another person, talking in that manner, like that, like literally saying like your fake eyelashes, all that, like literally
all the time. I feared for my life. They do it all the time.
No, I'm saying,
no, we're talking about like throwing shade, like you on a reality show. Nobody's ever done that before.
No, I think white folks been throwing shade a long time. I'm not saying everybody.
But like maybe in a respectful way. But this was like was really like bluntly. This was like, I think they do not like respectful way, but like they do it in a very like conservative, like, hear ye.
Microaggressions.
Yeah, this was like big no eyelashes.
Yeah, this was like I saw you on the street. I didn't like you because of what you did on social media, so I'm gonna come after you when I see you on the street, bitch. What's up? That's how that was.
I'm just saying they've been talking about our bodies. Look at her with her, our bodies, our lips, I think certain white folks been talking about us a long time.
They never said that in the house is what we're saying. This level of unprofessionalism has never been done.
Yeah.
When she reclaimed her time.
Say it again?
Maxine, when she had to reclaim her time.
She reclaimed her time, but it wasn't the response that she said that to or for was not like how Marjorie came out, is what we're trying to say.
I'm just saying.
It was both of them disrespectful. Don't get me wrong.
Yes,
it was a way that other person that came after Maxine disrespected her, which was like a classy disrespect versus a trashy disrespect. You feel what I'm saying?
Donald Trump will be like, these people will buy these sneakers because they're black.
Yeah.
Joe Biden said, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black.
And he crazy too. And you know what was funny though? Let me tell you the part that was funny.
That's the last time. There you go, right there. Joe Biden saying, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black.
And that's why those students at Morehouse turned their backs when he spoke at their graduation the other day.
Yeah, I saw that. But I was gonna say what was funny is when Crockett said what she said about Greene, right? And so the guy was like, he said what now? Whatever he said, that thing right there, I was cracking up. And then the guy next to him was like, he was trying to hold it in. Like that was the funniest moment for me right there. Yeah. But we looking like the laughing stock of the world right now. We're supposed to be one of the most powerful countries in the world, and we are not looking like that.
No,
you know what I'm saying? You have Joe Biden, who is still sending trillions of dollars to Ukraine and other countries, but you have a housing crisis, a food crisis right here in America. Like, make it make sense.
It makes sense. I don't give a fuck about you. It makes sense. America has always been America. It ain't changed. America's a business, and I ain't doing business with you. You ain't got a seat at the table. So we need to create our own.
Yeah, we should create our own. And I hope after this presidential election, more people are able to run and, get as far as Trump and Joe Biden so we can just have some more options.
Let's start from what Sarina said. When Sarina was like, you got to go to your local courthouse, you know what I mean, with the votes to start there, you know what I mean? And then we go all the way up. If you're waiting to the presidential election, you're behind the race.
You're behind the race.
You missed it. You know what I mean? Oh, special shout out to 50 because he's starting Black Wall Street all over again because they did blow up Oklahoma Obama in Oklahoma, but he's doing it in Louisiana. He's starting a brand new Black Wall Street in Louisiana. So shout out to 50 for doing that and creating our own gang, green light gang. Can't wait to work with you. You dig?
Yeah, shout out to 50. And this has been like another great episode of Culture Minute. I am Gentel Sharrie.
I'm Sarina Renee, the one-stop shop.
This your boy, King Jaquel Martin. You dig?